but I can pull it up.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Hang on, sorry, getting it open. Welcome into another episode of the Weekends Over podcast. We're on a light crew this week, Taylor. Everybody's busy and
Yeah. Well, to be fair, light crew for light slate last week, anyways.
fuck, dude, this slate's
Now
good.
this
I don't
one's
know.
not. I'm
This
talking about
slate's
the
good.
week before was the week we just watched.
Yeah. I mean, I was happy about the way last week went.
Me,
I'm sure you know why, but
I know why, but I was also because Auburn wasn't there to hurt me.
I wasn't there to hurt me either. It was like Christmas almost. Of course, we're talking about the Penn State losing to UCLA, whose offensive coordinator had 2 days to game plan and admittedly forgot to put his headset down twice in the middle of the game. On one of them was on the biggest fourth down play. Yeah, I
That's brutal.
yeah. So Penn State's dead. I mean, they have two losses. Their other one's to Oregon. I guess what is their
They still have to play at Ohio State too.
right? Yeah, they still have Ohio State. They
I think
still
that's
haven't
it.
covered, by the way. Still have not covered. No, they still have Indiana
Oh,
and
is it?
Iowa. If you think Iowa's
Oh,
worth
well,
a
I was
shot,
on the road
like
though. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
it's
I
in
was on the road.
Kinnick. It is
Yeah.
in Kinnick. Yeah,
Um,
I think Penn State's in a lot of trouble.
it's time to start asking the question. Like, it's so weird because you're Alex on this, and I know you're
I
not.
know, right?
Yeah, it's time to start asking a question about not just Drew Aller, because I know we like to poke fun at Drew Aller, but like
Oh, it's James Franklin,
this
100%.
this is like, and let's not act like he doesn't get talent there because he does, because Penn State's had two or three wide receivers leave their team. I know one of them was Auburn, but I think somebody from their team last year went to I can't remember where, Oregon or something like that, and they're taking off. So they have talent that comes
Yeah,
through
but
there. They
like,
they have talent that comes through there, but he can never take advantage of it. And blame Drew Aller all you want to, but James Franklin's the one that's riding with him.
listen, I talk shit about Drew Aller. I don't think he's the worst quarterback on the planet. I don't. Like, I think he's overhyped. I don't think he's an NFL talent, but I think he's a serviceable college quarterback.
Hmm.
There's just too much pressure on him, and I don't like when a guy that I personally believe is not great is getting sucked off by the national media that as hard as he was. It's stopped now because they're effectively dead. I mean, they're not completely dead, but for all intents and purposes, like I mean, I mentioned they still haven't covered. Officially, they don't look into that. If I was on the committee, I promise you I would factor that in. Um, yeah, I
I
just
would
don't
too.
know. I mean, they don't look good. They don't pass the eye test for me. They haven't all year.
And it's not like to me, and you're the Big Ten guy, so you can say this over the years. They've seemed to have gotten like an easy Big Ten schedule normally. They don't play anybody out of conference, like you pointed out earlier this year. Some of the teams that they play out of conference are just embarrassing.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
they don't get the tough.
back in the old two division days, they were in the East and they were getting at least Ohio State or Michigan every single year,
Uh-huh.
if not both. Like so like back when Paterno was there, which I know people don't like to talk about Paterno around there, but when he would put together good teams, they were legitimately good teams because they had to go through the best. Like it wasn't a secret back when there was two divisions in the Big Ten. The East was the better division, and the West was okay. Is Iowa going to beat Wisconsin this year, or is Wisconsin going to run it like they typically did? Of course, you'd had, and even back then, Sparty was good. Like you had Michigan State, Michigan, and Ohio State in the East with Penn State, and I mean, more often than not, Ohio State or Michigan came out, but Penn State stayed competitive
Hmm.
back in those
Yeah, I
days.
remember it used to be like who gets to play, who gets to lose to I
Yeah,
mean, minus like I was one year Iowa was in there, they were the favorite in that Big Ten championship game, I think. They lost, but
yeah,
they
we
were
lost to Michigan, and then we got
state.
fucking
Yeah.
ran over. Yeah, by Michigan State, then we got ran over by McCaffrey in
But my
the
point is like
Rose Bowl.
normally I wasn't poking fun at Iowa, but
No,
normally
no, no.
normally they were in the tough division facing the whoever comes out like some one year it was like Illinois or something like that, you know.
It was almost always Wisconsin
Yeah.
or Iowa, and
Hmm.
then like yeah, like Illinois would pop up once in a
Right.
while.
I guess
This
we're
was
getting a little
like
off topic
before
though,
the
but
Nebraska days, so Nebraska never really was a problem in it. But yeah, I mean that's how it used to be in the Big Ten.
but
But
kind of trying to get back on topic. I don't know what Penn State is. I don't. They just seem like an 8-4 team to me.
yeah, I mean we can say it. They're a team that can't cover.
Hmm.
And we're not going to talk about it unless it's something you want to talk about. I don't have it on the rundown.
No.
They're 22.5 point favorites to Northwestern this week in
Is
Happy
it?
Valley.
Uh,
Northwestern's bad. I mean, Northwestern lost to a Group of Six team this earlier this year. They're not good, but
if
I
they cover, it'll be ugly. It'll be an ugly cover still because it's not that big of a number, and
will it be
Northwestern's really
ugly or
bad.
is it gonna be? I mean, Northwestern lost 23-3 to Tulane, and Tulane isn't like the same Tulane from a couple years ago.
No.
But I mean, they can't. I mean, transitive property. This Northwestern team beat UCLA. I mean,
Oh my gosh, dude. Losing to Nico this year is like you should just and there's no real I'm sorry, they just don't have an excuse. I don't really have anything that much to add to this except for you were right from the start on
I
them.
know.
And how about this is a good transition because I know you have it on there. Like Penn State and Texas were 1 and 2 in the AP poll, right?
Yep.
And okay.
And neither one of them are ranked. And
Mhm.
Texas goes down into the swamp and loses. It's not easy to play in the swamp. No one's
No.
pretending like it is. But also, this is the first time Texas or Florida has looked like a competent football team in 2 years. Like
Yeah.
Napier, if Napier lost that game, I think he would have got fired. I think he's fine now.
Hmm. They
But
they looked decent last year against LSU late last year. I mean but I mean like your point is still like Lagway. This is the most competent he's looked against. Yeah, I
I
mean,
wonder if Lagway will hit the portal. Will hit the portal.
if Napier gets fired, he will. He seems
Even
he
even
seems kind of loyal.
even if Napier doesn't get
He
fired,
seems
I'd
kind
be
of loyal.
because but he can go into Bama and start, don't you think?
Yeah. Although I don't think Bama is gonna need it.
Who knows? I have no clue. Speaking about, I mean, do you have anything else to add on to?
I
I
mean,
didn't. I didn't
we
watch the game, so I don't
I
have much
watched
for it.
didn't watch much either, but I just say that I called it. I had a bad feeling about it. I knew they wouldn't cover. I mean, I didn't go. I'm not going to take credit and say I outright called them to lose, but yeah. I mean, awful. They get we can talk about them later because I'm sure you got Texas OU on the rundown. So,
Oh yeah, that's on
so
here.
so that's really all I got. Disappointing for Arch, but I mean, I will say this. I mean, everybody calling Arch a bust right now. I mean, dude, he's in his first year starting. And it's like if he's a bust right now, it's
The
on the media for hyping him up.
the problem is though, like who they've played. You know what I mean? Like because when they've looked bad when they play competent opponents.
Hmm.
Like he looked bad against Ohio State, first game ever in the shoe. We can give him a pass on that. But he didn't look good against San Jose State. He did not look good against UTEP. And I would say he looked fine against Sam Houston, who probably has the worst defense in the country. Like,
Well, I think my point is like some of these quarterbacks, and I'm kind of stealing this from one of these pods I listen to, so this is not my own thought. Some of these quarterbacks are doing really good this year. Are like 3 year guys that not in like go like Ty Simpson because I know you want to talk about Alabama here in a second. He sat for what 3 years? I mean, Carson Beck's played for like 3 or 4 years. I mean, this is his first year starting. I know he played some last year, but I'm just saying, like, if he stays next year, which I think now he definitely will, and he's really good, he's not a bust. I think it's a little early to call him a bust. Maybe the media can they busted on their preseason expectations the same way they did on Drew Aller, but that's on them, not on Arch.
we need to start. We need to get this to run till 7:15 ish because that's when the injury reports will come out. We'll know if Mateer's playing this week.
Okay.
Because I've
Um,
heard whispers that he's playing this week.
I've heard that he's definitely playing.
Yeah. So like I did so I don't know about your source. My source is a TikTok who claims their source is the guy that presses the tortillas out at Chipotle.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I
he
mean,
went and they're like, "How are you feeling?" He's like, "I'm playing."
I'm basing it off of some Oklahoma people I know on through online. but
Yeah.
that they're kind of in it with the program. But I don't know.
Right, right, right. No, I hear you. I hear you. I'm just fucking around a little bit.
Yeah,
And then
I'm not
Alabama Vandy again. I didn't watch the game. I had a lot going on this weekend. Um, but
okay. I got your rundown on this one real quick.
go ahead.
Vandy is good.
I was gonna say you guys were saying Vandy looked good even though they lost by 2 tuds. So
I mean, okay, so Bama scored with like 20 seconds left to win by 16. It was
did
23.
they? Okay.
It was 23-14. Vandy went for it on fourth down on their own 20, didn't get it, and then Alabama just ran it in. So they held Bama outscored them before that last touchdown, just 9-0 in the second half. It was 14-14 at halftime. Vandy got up 14-7 with like 2 minutes left in the half, or like less than that. And Ty Simpson, without a timeout, went down there and scored to tie the game. And then Pavia, two red zone interceptions. That was the difference in the game. I'm dead serious. Like it's 20-14 with like 6 or 7 minutes left. He gets them all the way down the field to like the 15, and on first down he just throws an awful pick, and that was kind of the game. He threw one earlier in the red zone too. So um, how like he's been so good to them, won them a bunch of games. He kind of lost them this game, but you live and die by Pavia if you're Vanderbilt. So still
Right.
a good team. Not your
And he
mom
was
and
talking.
dad's.
He was still talking shit after the loss. So I'll give
I'm
him
fine
credit
with
on
that either
that.
way. I'm fine with that on either side. I saw some people trying to, um, like I guess like badmouth the Alabama fan, and I'd be the first person to do that. But like, I mean, if you're, I mean, he's a grown man. Pavia's like 26 years old.
Yeah,
He
he's
can
fine.
handle it. He's
He'll be
not something.
fine.
He's not
I mean, the
Arch
Alabama
Manning.
fan. I don't know if you know why he was not a fit, but like it's stupid. It's such a stupid reason.
Uh,
But
was it? Didn't he say something to him in pregame or something like that? Pavia
no,
did.
he grabbed his shit. You know,
Uh,
he was adjusting himself on the field, and
oh, okay.
and not towards anyone, not vulgarly, as far as I know. It's not like Baker back in the day grabbing
Yeah,
his shit on the sideline. Like
right.
from what I understand, he was just adjusting himself.
Uh-huh.
And the Alabama fan got pissed because his kids were there, and he's after the game, of course, he's pissed drunk, and you don't do that shit in front of my kids, da, da, da," whatever,
Oh,
and
bro. Come on, bro. Here.
like
That okay. Maybe I didn't have a problem
I
with
get
I
it,
didn't
dude.
have
It's probably been 3 decades since bro had on a pair of football pants, but like that shit's tight. You sometimes gotta
yeah.
adjust your
Okay,
shit,
I didn't know it was for that. I've lost all respect for the
That's what
Alabama
I've
fan.
heard. That's what I've
If he was
heard.
just drunk talking shit because Pavia was talking shit, respect. But if it was for that, then come on, man. That'd be like
Yeah.
if he heard a coach cussing and he went and said, My 8-year-old's here."
Yeah, from what I
Like,
understand, that's like he came after Pavia and Pavia's like, shut the fuck up, basically. So, um, that's all the recap I have. I don't know if you have any other games you really need to
I
touch
watched
on.
Miami, Florida State. Miami looks that receiver for Miami is so good.
Yeah.
The Florida State's offense is decent. Their defense is not. Um, Still kind of don't know how they beat Alabama week one. I mean, I guess it was just the first game, but that's really I watched those 4 games you talked about. That's it. I mean, I know we're supposed to watch, but it
No,
was just
dude, I've been a bad football fan the last couple weeks. I will give a shout out to WKU. They did get the win in Delaware.
okay. Also, A&M look like I said, we can talk about some of these teams and picks.
Yeah.
A and M looked like they think they're going to look in every game. They beat Mississippi State like 31-9. It was like 7-3 at halftime. They just went ugly. I don't know. I mean, that's about it. I mean, there was not a lot that happened this week. Ohio State took care of business. Um, a lot of buys. So
Yeah, it's just, you know, kind of it's like you said, a lot of buys, a lot of
a lot of
buys.
buys.
Let's get into it.
Are you? I'm ready if you are, buddy.
All right, we're gonna start with a Friday nighter. I guess I'm gonna touch on something really fast.
Okay. Well, I mean, we didn't spend
Mis-
any time on that. So
okay. Missouri State at Middle Tennessee State. It's tonight, as we're recording. So but I just want to be on the game publicly. I was on it on Lunchtime Lines today. I like Missouri State -2.5 today. I think on Lunchtime Lines it was 1.5. By the time I actually placed the bet, it was 2.5. So whatever.
Josh goes into the weeds on lunchtime lines, and he said this was under the weeds.
This is deep, dude.
He's like 4 feet under the swamp right now. Is what he's
Facts,
telling
bro.
you.
Like when we go into the reads, we're talking like into the
With
weeds. We're talking like Maction or like WKU because I've hitched my wagon to them.
he's under the swamp with Arch right now.
Yeah, fuck, dude. But I just want to get that one out there onto the show because I think it's fun. And then there's
Hey,
gonna be some Thursday games in my bullshit later.
well, 49 straight days of college football from now till the Sunday. Yeah, it's 49. I saw your thing. Yeah, so it's
It
49 from all the way till the
the
Saturday
Wednesday
after Thanksgiving, I think.
the Wednesday before Thanksgiving,
No,
unless
because
there's an NFL game that day, because there's no college game that day.
well, there used to be. So the Egg Bowl used to be on Thursdays. I think there's a Thanksgiving college game. I don't know.
Um,
But
I'm talking NFL and college when I sent that group text.
oh,
But I was looking, I don't see a game on Wednesday. There might be an NFL game,
oh, okay. You're
but
probably right. You're probably
I don't
right.
see a
Not on a Wednesday. There's probably a college game, but
there's not.
there's not a Maxion game.
I
Okay.
checked college. I could be
Okay.
wrong, 'cause something could get flexed, but as of right now, according to ESPN, there wasn't.
Okay. So you got football all the way, a football game every day until the Wednesday before
Yeah. And then you take
Thanksgiving.
one day off and you
And
go
then you have that
through
big giant
Monday.
rivalry weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's get into this week. We'll start Friday night. USF at North Texas. North Texas plus 1.5 at home. Total 66 and a half. This game has so much playoff implications.
Yes.
Um, Realistically, the team that comes out of the American is going to be the team that represents the group of five. I did a deep dive on Group of Five's records and schedules today.
Hmm.
Yes, UNLV is undefeated in the Mountain West. They don't have the opportunity to pick up a marquee win. So I don't think they could ever.
Lose again.
Well, not even that. I don't think their resume outdoes South Florida, right? If South Florida gets through North Texas tonight, they
Or
have, I
Friday
mean,
night.
or Friday night,
Yeah, I know what you meant.
they have to get through Memphis and Navy. Like, the American's tough. The American's tough this year.
Hmm.
But if South Florida wins out, they have one loss, but their one loss is to a Power Four team. Yes, they got dominated, but they beat Boise at the beginning of the year, who have they've turned it around, and Florida. Like, they have a better resume than UNLV would have undefeated,
Well,
in my opinion.
like you said, because then they would, if they went out and win the championship, they're probably beating Memphis in the conference championship game.
Possibly Memphis. Right now, the best team in the conference record wise is Navy. But Memphis is the favorite to make it.
Oh God.
Memphis also just doesn't have a like their resume, their P5 win is or P4 win is Arkansas by 1 point, and Arkansas is not great. Like
Yeah. Now,
I look at the resumes when I look at these teams, but Memphis does have to go through South Florida and Navy. And
if
well,
Navy, off topic, but if, and we'll get back on it, but
no,
If Navy is the team, they get put in before the Army Navy game, right? Because the Army Navy game happens.
not sure.
The Army Navy game happens the weekend of the Heisman Trophy, which is after the college football playoff selection. I mean, this is always this that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure,
I mean,
but
if Navy wins, does that
Navy
damage the Americans' chances of being the at large? Is what or the non?
Navy has to get through Notre Dame. Let's get back on track. Navy
Yeah.
has to get through Notre Dame. But even without Notre Dame, they still have North Texas, Memphis, and South Florida, so they have to go through all three. Navy has a long shot, but a shot. North Texas only has to get through USF, and then they're home free. Other than Navy, if you think Navy can compete,
Hmm.
and then you get to Tulane, whose only loss is Ole Miss, who's beaten two P4 teams, but they're keeping it kind of close with their American opponents. Um, but they have Memphis. Like, so the American's important is basically what I'm trying to say. You need to be paying attention to the American because that's where the group of five representative is going to come from this year.
Agreed on that. I don't know how to
So
pick this game, dude.
I'm going with North Texas.
Yeah, I kind of like. I mean, it's, you don't pick against a home dog like when it's that close. Normally, do you? Like that's kind of the age old expression.
Well, this is telling you like they don't think. They think USF is they think they're pretty comparable, but they think USF is better because they can get through home field advantage because home field advantage is usually 2 to 3 points.
I think I'm going to take the home team just because they're at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the home team, and I guess I'm really hoping North Texas's rush defense shows up because if it doesn't, it could be a long game. South Florida is statistically the better team, and
This is one of those things where we take North Texas and South Florida wins by 40, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, it is,
Yeah.
but North Texas they're a fun team to watch.
hmm
So this is gonna be a really good game. If you're not doing something on Friday, you should watch this game.
I agree.
Let's get to Saturday. Alabama at Mizzou. Mizzou 3.5 point dogs at home. Total 52.5. This is a popular upset this week.
You want to know my concerns with that though? Missouri runs the ball really good. They don't pass the ball really good. Alabama stops the run. Like that. That's kind of like it's strength versus strength. It's run offense versus run defense. And I think Missouri has one of the best running backs in the country. I'm not disputing that, but man, I don't know. 3.5. I think I'm gonna take Bama, but I don't really feel great about it. That's all I'll
Missouri
say.
hasn't played on the road all year.
Their first road game is next weekend in Auburn.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
They haven't gone away from home all year.
Yeah, their first road game is a night game in Jordan Hare next week.
I was just looking at their schedule. I'm like,
Their schedules sucked, if we're being quite honest.
I mean, that's why they're in the position that they're in to possibly, get an at-large this year.
I mean, they're
We're not
still
talking about that this week because we're so short-handed, but
I think I'll ride with Bama at 3.5. I wish I could buy it. I wish it was 2.5.
I mean, you can buy it through 2.5.
Let me buy that down to 2.5.
I don't know what it's going to cost you, but I mean, they'll let you.
Yeah.
Let me see. Just find an alt spread here somewhere.
Well, I mean, for the purpose of picks, I have to stick with 3.5. But if I bet this game this weekend, I would buy that down.
Maybe they'll let you buy it down. Oh, here it is.
They might not with how.
Minus 2.5. Only 128. Honestly, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
Bama money line is probably what I would go with.
This might tick over to 2.5 because right now it's Bama minus 3.5 at plus 100. So
Well, that's why if you're gonna take Bama, I think I'd take Bama money line, right? You're the betting guy. I'm just saying.
I would buy it through the down to the 2.5. It's a better number than the money
Okay.
line, obviously. But
Okay.
if you're on Missouri, you're obviously happy for this hook.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What do you?
I haven't watched Missouri. I haven't watched Missouri play at all. But according to stats, they have the number 2 total offense in the country, number 1 rushing offense, number 1 third down offense.
What's the name of their starting running back? Because
I don't fucking know.
Will you pull up their team stats?
I'll tell you, they did. Yeah, I'm doing it right now. They did. Hardy, Ahmed
Yes.
Hardy.
Yeah, he's one of the best running backs in the country.
Well, and just looking at the games they've played this year, they put up 52 on Louisiana, who's not amazing, but they have a decent linebacker room in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to kind
So
of control them is
I think I would rather it be a night game if I was picking Missouri. It's 11 a.m.
yeah, this is it.
Yeah, it's 11 a.m. Because they like Missouri kind of got screwed because you got like Oklahoma,
I'm gonna
Texas.
take Bama. I'll take Bama. Just because Missouri really hasn't played anyone this year. But if Missouri wins this, Bama's done, I think.
They're close to it. They can't lose again. Um, this game got screwed in the time slot because it just happened to be the same week as Oklahoma, Texas, and Auburn, Georgia. That's
Yeah.
exact and ABC wanted the game, so they put them at 11.
What's next? Ohio State at Illinois. Illinois 14.5. You're getting 2 touchdowns and a hook. Point dogs at home. Total 49.5. I don't know if this Illinois team's dead yet, to be completely honest with you.
I think on
This is a big number.
I think on principle, I said I'd never bet him again. So I don't know if I can.
I mean, Ohio State's Ohio State. We're not going to pretend like Ohio State's not Ohio State.
Right.
Um, I mean, does Sand figure his shit out? 14 and a half is so many points.
They're going to be able to stop the run.
Who's that? Illinois or
Yeah, Illinois.
I mean the middle of the country?
They weren't that night in Indiana.
It's just so many points.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm struggling just like you.
I mean, they beat USC, which is nice.
I probably wouldn't touch this blind betting.
I'm probably not. I mean, they it seems like they don't play defense. They gave up 27 to Purdue. They let USC get into the 30s. They obviously gave up 63 to Indiana, but they gave up 19 to Duke. Like,
I kind of like the over.
I feel like you shouldn't be giving up 19 points to Duke. I'll take Ohio State. I'm not touching the total, but I'll take Ohio State. For betting purposes, I would 100% buy this through 13 or through 14 down to 13 and a half.
I think I'm going to take the over 49.
Don't hate it. I mean, I don't hate it. Not my favorite, but I don't hate it.
Because I'm just betting that I don't know what the score, I don't know how much Ohio State will win by, but I'm betting Illinois doesn't stop them that much. That is my bet.
Jeez. Yeah, give up a quarter just to get through 14 and a half. They like that number. Yikes. Iowa State at Colorado. There's I guess before we do this, I want to talk about the Big 12 real fast.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen in the Big 12. And this weekend is very important for it. Um Let me run you through it. BYU's 5-0, haven't lost in the conference. Texas Tech, same thing. Arizona State has one loss. Cincinnati has one loss. None of their losses are in conference. Iowa State has one loss. It's in conference. Baylor has two losses. One's in conference. Kansas has two losses. One in conference. Arizona has one loss. One in conference. Utah has one loss. And it's in the conference. So what I'm saying is, who the fuck knows what's going to happen over here? Because, you'd think, oh, BYU, they're probably going to figure stuff out. BYU has Arizona this week, Utah next week, Iowa State the week after that, Texas Tech 2 weeks after that. I think they get a bye in there. Yeah, Texas Tech 2 weeks after that. Like BYU has to run a gauntlet.
I think my bold take for the Big 12 and before the season started was that 5 teams were going to finish with the same record.
I think, yeah, it was like 4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah, that we're going to finish. And I think I gave like 7-2 or something like that.
Yeah, you gave like X and 2.
Yeah, 7-2. 4 teams at 7-2.
And then you have Texas Tech, who I think is everyone's favorite right now. They still have Arizona State. They still have BYU, like I said. But like they have the clearest path. Texas Tech does.
Yeah.
I'll give Texas Tech that.
They also have the best win in the Big 12 this year.
Oh, for sure. But then you have Arizona State, who's in third. They have Utah. They have Texas Tech. They have Iowa State. They have Arizona at the end of the year. It's not.
I think people started sleeping on Arizona State because of their Mississippi State loss, but it's starting to look more and more like that was just like a bad. Everything went as wrong as it possibly could.
Yeah. Iowa State. They have BYU and Arizona State still in back-to-back weeks. Who else did I mention? We skipped Cincinnati, skipped Baylor, skipped Kansas, Arizona. Arizona has BYU this week, as I mentioned, but then Arizona State at the end of the year, and nobody else. So like maybe it's Arizona coming out of the Big 12. This is a massive week for the Big 12. It's going to tell us a lot.
It's another reason I'm glad we moved back our top 12.
I'm kind of sad we moved it back because of this, because I wanted to see where everybody was going to plant a flag.
Yeah.
That being said,
I'll tell you, I would have planted a flag at Texas Tech.
Well, Texas Tech, obviously, but then who's your second team? Because I still think 2 teams are getting in for the Big 12.
If I had to right now, I would say Texas Tech is my 1, and then Arizona State's my 2.
I was going to go with Arizona.
Okay.
So
I actually think it's whoever win. I think Arizona versus Arizona State this year at the end of the year might mean a lot.
yeah, well, and I added a couple extra games into this because of how important it is for the Big 12 this week.
Okay.
That being said, notice I didn't mention Colorado because Colorado's dog shit at football.
Hey, prayers to Dion though. I know he had his blood clot surgery today or something like that.
I know about that.
Why I wasn't taking a shot at you. I was
No,
just,
no, no, no. Ups
I
to
was,
Dion. No, no, no.
yeah.
I didn't think you were taking
Or
ups to
it was
Dion.
a small procedure. They said he didn't wasn't going to miss practice, and it might be tomorrow. I don't know. Um, but ooh, did you see their bad beat last weekend? By the way,
I did not.
they were 13.5 against TCU, and TCU was up 7 and scored with like 30 seconds left by 14.
Um, is Rocco gonna play this week? Do you know? You got any idea
I
on if Rocco's playing?
I have no idea. I was going to ask you that.
I'm looking right now, but I'm not seeing anything.
Big 12, get an injury report.
I mean, it's not even. I'm not even seeing anything. So
I guess so
maybe
then.
maybe he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe he's fine. I guess if Rocco's fine, I mean they're easily gonna cover this.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah,
Oh,
I
he
don't.
took an absolute massive hit. They're saying he was probably concussed, but he passed the concussion protocol.
Well, I knew it was a concussion, but that's why you never know with concussions. But if they
Yeah.
say he passed, then I'm taking Iowa State to
Yeah,
cover
I
that
mean, give me
either
Iowa
way.
State. Uh, thought we would be going a little faster, but we're both being very indecisive.
Yeah, I'll be a little bit more.
Ah, you're good, brother.
I say that,
Let's.
and then it's Oklahoma, Texas, which
Yeah, we're Red River
and
now.
I have no on earth.
I've already planted my flag on this one, and I'm not changing it. I'm taking Oklahoma. It's down to 1.5. I gave it out at 2.5 earlier. Give me Oklahoma plus 1.5 on the road, but Mateer's playing from everything that's being reported.
I like Oklahoma even if he doesn't play.
Yeah, I mean, we took time talking about how um what's this fuck how Arch just doesn't look good.
Well, and it's not like he's struggling in his like he's getting Venables now. I mean, that's not going to help him. Yeah, I'm with you. That's it. That's all I got on that.
Indiana, Oregon.
This is a
Indiana,
good game, man.
Indiana at Oregon. Oregon's 7.5 point favorites at home. I'll let you eat on this if you want to.
I'm riding with Indiana. Not maybe to outright win it, but I think they cover. I think Indiana's really good. I'll admit that I'm like maybe sound like a hypocrite because I talk a lot about their coach, and early on I didn't think they were worth the shit, but watching them beat the crap out of Illinois, who apparently doesn't look as bad as they were, give or take. And seeing some of the talent they have and actually doing a further deep dive on their roster, he's got it. They're much better than they were last year. Now, I don't. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to have a better record because you just don't know. But talent wise, they're much better. Um, it'll be a tough game. Um, is this a night game?
No, it's 2:30.
Okay, so that's kind of like advantage Indiana, I guess.
I wouldn't say advantage, but not a disadvantage. If this
Not
was like
they're
a
not
nine
playing.
o'clock
Yes,
kick or a 7 o'clock local kick, it'd be a 9 p.m. kick for the Oklahoma for the Indiana kids. Um,
there's no cold factor either because I don't know the temp, but Indiana plays it's Indiana, so it's not like
yeah, well, in the Northwest stays warmer than the Midwest.
yes.
Like
So
it doesn't snow much up that way, honestly, unless you get up into the mountains.
and I'm just going to be real with you on Oregon. I think Oregon's really good. They should be in the college football playoff. They should probably be in the semifinals. They might shouldn't even win it. But I'm not always sold on Dan Lanning in big games. So,
Dante Moore showed me everything I needed to be showed last week.
well, how good is
So
Penn State though in the end? And I get it. It's a road game and you won.
it's a road game at night in Happy Valley
The
in a
whiteout.
whiteout.
Yeah.
Like, and they won it. So I'm gonna put my Dukes up with you on this one.
I mean, you're the Big Ten guy, so it makes me look. I feel bad now that I
No,
thought it.
I think I'm gonna look stupid. I think you're gonna look really smart, is what's gonna happen.
No, I'm not
The
predicting Oregon
total
to
on this,
lose.
55. It might be worth looking at the over. Like this game is either gonna be 30 plus for each team or in the teens. And no in between.
It's a good week for the Big Ten, just going through the rundown.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Indiana plus 7.5. I'm not ready to say like give me Indiana money line or something like that, but don't be shocked if they go in there and win.
They might. I wouldn't be shocked. To get Oregon to 6, wow. They're making you lay it all the way to 150 to get 6.5 for Oregon. They really like that 7.5 number.
Mm.
All right, I'll eat the 7.5. I think at home and those Eugene kids, they get up for big games. I mean,
Oh yeah.
they do. So it's going to be raucous. Arkansas at Tennessee. This is in here for one reason and one reason only. The spread's 12.5. Whether you care about that or not, I don't care. The total in this game is 68.5. I said it, and I'm not joking. They might score 200 points.
Oh, buddy, you ain't kidding.
Both Tennessee has gone over this number in every single game this year. And I think Arkansas has missed it once.
I I don't I
It's
don't know. 12 and
68.
a
What did I
yeah,
say?
it's
68.
68. So I'm just trying to think of the score.
So they went over in that one. So they didn't go over week 1 when they played Alabama A&M. Whatever, I don't care. They flew over this number with Ole Miss, stayed under with Memphis, but that was weird. Went over last week with Notre Dame.
I mean, with Notre Dame pretty much went over
Would yeah,
if we're
but
being honest.
Tennessee, they've let's see, that was over, that's over, that's over, that's over. Tennessee's already gotten into the 80s this year. In every other game, 2 games in the 80s. Every other game has been in the 60s.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm hammering this over, and I'm can I how high can I alt this is the real question.
Do it as much as you want, and it's good.
Like I would realistically I might put in a ticket if I can get it up to like 82. I don't know. I have to do the football math on that to see if that's even a football number, but
I don't think it is.
alt total, the highest they will let you take this total, they will take let you take it to 100. They will let you take this to 100. I don't know if I've ever seen that. I don't think I would take it there. I do think I would take it to the low 80s. Like, it's to the point you can hold it to the low 80s, you're only getting plus 300. That's how many points they think are going to be scored in this football game. It's going to be like a 20-point total at the end of the game. But I'm hammering this over.
Okay. I'm gonna be lame and just take Tennessee to cover 12 and a half.
Fair enough. What's the next one?
Oh, excuse me. The next one is Iowa at Wisconsin. So I'll go first, and then I'll let you take it away.
Sounds good.
I like Iowa. I like Iowa to cover this pretty easily. Wisconsin's terrible. I mean, like that's my, like I honestly like that's impressive that the line. I don't really see why the line's this low. I guess it's later in the day, night game.
Afternoon, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, Wisconsin only lost to Michigan by 2 touchdowns, and I thought that was made Michigan look terrible last week.
Oh no,
Um,
this is a 7 o'clock kick. 6 o'clock, I guess.
Night
But
game, I guess, but Iowa went to Rutgers like a couple weeks ago, and their offense looks better to me this
we
year.
figured it out. In
Yeah.
Rutgers, we figured it out.
So I'm just
Like,
gonna one more like Iowa covers. So and then go ahead.
yeah, this I'm the only thing I have to add is this is a classic Big Ten West rivalry. Not rivalry, but like the Big Ten West typically came down to this game every year.
Hmm.
We talked about that a little bit in the beginning of the show. I covered this on lunchtime lines already this week. Iowa, I think that was even at 4.5, so it's fallen a point, if I remember correctly. Um, Molten has come back healthy and is given the offensive spark. The defense has finally started to play Iowa defense. The special teams are contributing the way Iowa special teams always contribute. Gronowski can throw the ball, and we're coming off a bye week. We should be healthy. Give me Iowa minus 3.5 all day.
Mm-hmm.
And we got an Iowa total of 35.5. I mean,
That's pretty high for Iowa.
yeah, but Iowa can score points this year. I'm not touching the total. I don't have a good vibe on Iowa's
I
totals
mean,
this year,
Iowa
but
might get to that close to that by themselves in this game.
they definitely could. I'm not
They did it.
saying
They did
they
it in
won't.
Rutgers.
I'm trying to find a stat for Iowa overs real fast.
Okay,
67% of the money in this game's on Iowa, by the way.
makes sense.
Iowa is one, two. So they're 2 and 3 on totals. So more of an under team, but like they're
Not
putting up
as much as they
points.
normally are.
But I mean, yeah, they're putting up points. So um, one of them they missed by a couple points. So
One of them they blew out the water.
yeah. Um, but yeah, we're taking Iowa there. Florida at Texas A&M. A&M's 7.5 point favorites at home against this Florida squad, who maybe found a little bit of life last week?
Yeah,
Question
real
mark? Who
quick, I like
knows?
Florida to cover this because
Do you?
A&M kind of wins ugly, and I think at least for 3 quarters, Florida will keep this one. They'll muddy it up. Florida's defense is good. They'll muddy it up. 7.5 is a lot. Auburn. That's kind of like when Auburn went there, and Auburn covered that. So,
Yeah, Auburn did fight them. It did fight them close, huh? And
mhm.
they played a close one against Notre Dame. They let Utah State hang around,
Yeah,
but they did just beat the fuck out of Mississippi State.
I know, but like, listen, I like Jeff Levy, and those guys do play hard, but like talent wise, they're easily probably the 16th most talented team in the SEC. Talent wise, if you look at size and stuff like that, they're small on the D line and the O line.
My thing is when Florida plays good teams this year, they get shit pumped.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna regret this. Don't
I'm on A&M.
okay.
I was on A&M before you started talking. You made me waver a little bit. I go and look at some of the stats, and I'm no longer wavering. Give me A&M. This is yet another one that when I put real money on it, I am going to buy a point.
you should.
But I just don't like when they do this shit.
Mhm.
When they do 7.5. Like I don't like having to mess with that. So I will be buying the point on this one as well. Let's go back to the Big 12. Kansas at Texas Tech. 14.5. He got 2 touchdowns and a hook. Which Kansas team's showing up is the big question.
Oh, dude, I don't know. Yeah, man, that's a big number. This is like the Ohio State, except for Texas Tech's at home.
Yeah, but
I
Texas
tend,
Tech is so good at football. Like the difference is Ohio and Illinois are a lot closer of teams than Texas Tech and Kansas.
I like Texas Tech to cover this. The Brewers within one of the Cubs, by the way.
I'm more worried about that Yankees game. I want the Yankees to lose. Fuck the Yankees.
Well, I know you're a White Sox guy, so
I'm not a White Sox guy.
you're not a White Sox guy,
I'm a Cardinals guy.
Cardinals guy.
Yeah, we're in the depths of despair.
Oh yeah, that time your brother called me up drunk and tried to get me to buy a Bo Jackson jersey. He says only like $450.
I don't remember that. Oh man.
I think it was the last time y'all
Give
went.
me give me Texas Tech. Yeah, I'll take Texas Tech. I mean, Kansas, they don't know what team they want to be, man. They don't like they lose to Cincinnati, but keep it close. They beat UCF. They smack West Virginia. Um, I mean, they smacked Fresno, but that's Fresno. But they also got smacked by Baylor. Like, yeah, I'm taking Texas Tech based off of how good Texas Tech is,
Hmm.
and I know earlier in the year I was on Utah coming out of the Big 12. I'm on Texas Tech at this point. I mean, until they show me otherwise. Georgia Auburn, Taylor. I'm gonna let you go, bud. Just go.
I mean, I hate saying this, but it's kind of getting close to a must win. Um, the line is low. It's gonna come down to if we could just score some points. I think Auburn hasn't given up the most Auburn's given up in a game this season is 24 points. So, and that was the Baylor game week 1. So you kind of think the number it's going to be another low scoring game. I mean, Georgia's offense doesn't like pop off either. Um, Georgia likes to run the ball. Auburn's really good at stopping the run. I think that'll be something to look at. And God bless, get the ball to Cam Coleman and run the ball, Hugh. You have a running back that's like top 10 in PFF or something like that, and you're giving him 6 carries a game in these last 2 games. So first down run. Stop dropping back on first down. Run way more RPOs. It takes Jackson like his decision making out of it when you run these RPOs in the sense of he doesn't get to sit back there and look at 6 reads. Like I know he's got to make a decision right away, but that's the point. I mean, I'm almost to the point where I wish he would gus it and just be like, "You're throwing the slant right here, Jackson, and if it's not open, throw it in the dirt." Um, Offensive line's got to be better than it was last week, but defense has got to carry us. I've been pretty accurate these last few weeks, even when Auburn losing. I told you they wouldn't cover against Oklahoma, and I think I said they did cover against A&M. I think they covered 3.5. It's a night game in Jordan Hare. I mean, that's scary if you're Georgia. This is like the first Auburn Georgia night game in 12 years, 13 years, 2012. So when it's in Auburn, anyways. So um, gonna be fun, I guess, maybe, or I might be like heartbroken and leave our group message again. So we'll see. I take Auburn plus three and a
Maybe we'll
half.
get another drunk rant. Drunk
Yeah,
rant. That video did
dude,
numbers.
you should have seen the one before, and I just couldn't post it. It was diabolical. I'll tell you when we're off the air, but I just deleted it the other day because that's how diabolical it was. I was like, I can't even let somebody see that on my phone
Oh fuck. You guys tend to play Georgia half decent at home. Like even
when we lose.
even when they're really good. Like in
Mhm.
2023, right? That Georgia team won the Natty. You guys kept it within a touchdown.
Brock Bowers like last minute touchdown to win the game.
Yeah, I mean 21, they smacked your guys' shit in.
That's Brian Harsin. He don't count.
But in 2019, you guys kept it within a touchdown. But like when you guys keep it close, it's within a touchdown, not within a field goal, is the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't blame you for taking this. I thought it'd be higher, to be fair.
How many dogs am I on? I'm not on like any dogs. I'm on like two dogs so far.
You're on North Texas and Iowa State, I think. Or no, Iowa State's not a dog. Why did I just put that? Iowa State's a favorite. Duh.
I'm on
You're
like
on
two
Oklahoma.
dogs.
You're on Oklahoma and North Texas, I believe. Those are the two
Yeah.
dogs you're on.
All right, I'll get on this puppy dog too. Give me Auburn. Fuck it.
Night game, man.
Probably a horrible bet, but we'll take it.
I mean, they're gonna make if they make Gunner Stockton throw to beat them, they have a shot. Now, I'm not saying it won't happen, but
Oh fuck, we have not been giving out any of the guys' picks.
oh God, Alex is gonna get
Alex is
mad.
gonna throw a fit, bro. All right,
Well,
hang on.
it's really hard when it's three of them.
Right. So Alex is taking USF plus 1.5. Um, that'd be minus 1.5, not
I'll do,
plus 1.5.
I got John up when you're done.
All right. Alex has Bama to cover the 3.5, Ohio State to cover the 14.5, Iowa State to cover the 3.5, Oklahoma to cover the 1.5, Oregon covers 7.5. He is taking uh
Iowa.
I thank you, I lost my spot. Iowa to cover the 3.5. He didn't give a pick on the Arkansas game, I
No,
don't
none
think.
of them did. None of them did. I don't know
Did I
how.
say he
Like,
took Oregon to cover? He took Oregon to cover if I didn't say
yeah,
that.
you said Oregon. None of them took. None of them gave a pick on Arkansas, Tennessee,
Okay. He took Texas A&M to cover, Auburn to cover.
Texas Tech. Oh no, I'm sorry. You're my bad. Yeah, keep going.
He didn't pick Texas Tech.
Uh,
Oh, he took the Tennessee under.
Tennessee under. Okay.
He took the Tennessee under, but he didn't touch the Texas Tech game.
Okay.
You got John.
Oh yeah, because we're caught up. He took South Florida to cover the 1.5, Bama to cover 3.5, Illinois cover 14.5, Iowa State to cover 3.5, Oklahoma to cover He took Oregon to cover 7.5, Iowa to cover 3.5. He also took A&M to cover 7.5. I look like an idiot. Texas Tech to cover 14.5. And we took Auburn to cover the 3.5, and we're caught up there.
I
And
got Max.
okay,
USF covers the one and a
yeah,
half.
he just didn't even put the numbers in there, so you're just gonna have to.
Oh, well, I've been glancing up. Alex
Okay,
didn't either. Bama to cover 3.5. Ohio State to cover 14.5. Iowa State to cover 3.5. Uh, Texas to win the Red River rivalry, cover 1.5. Indiana to cover Oregon, 7.5. He took Iowa to cover the 3.5.
Florida.
Florida against A&M
Mm-hmm.
to
He
cover
rode
the 7.5.
rode with me on that one.
Kansas to cover the 14.5. I don't hate that. Georgia, Max the only one taking Georgia
I
at
hate
the
that.
3.5. And he's caught up.
Real
Right?
quick,
All
real
right.
quick, because we're about to talk about this game. Um, John took South Carolina to cover 8.5,
Max also took South Carolina to cover the 8.5.
and then Alex took LSU to win by more than 8.5.
Sounds good. Um, with that, let's talk about that one.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think,
I like
SEC
I like
guy?
LSU. I like LSU to cover. It's a night game, and I don't think South Carolina minus Lenore Sellers is that good.
Is Sellers
And
out, or are you saying
he's
like
he's
if he?
he's he's in there, but he's by himself, and I just don't think. I think LSU's going to come out pissed off. They had some opportunities last week against Ole Miss, or the last time they played against Ole Miss, and they're off a bye week, and I think they're pissed. And it's a night game in Death Valley, and they don't really lose those a lot, and they cover them a lot too. So
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning of the year, I had a lot of hope for the South Carolina squad. They got murderers. Fuck me. They have LSU, Oklahoma, Alabama, Ole Miss, Texas
oh, dude,
A&M.
it's
Straight,
brutal.
straight, dude. I mean, they're just gonna get beat the fuck down.
This is what I was trying to tell you about their schedule, even if they
Fuck
turned
me.
out to be good.
Yeah. Coming off a big one over a rival like Kentucky, I'm gonna take LSU because I think they really want to make this push for the playoffs. Losing to Ole Miss isn't the end of the world. They don't have an easy path. And blowing out a team like South Carolina could go a long way at the end of the year, but I don't think LSU is going to make it either. LSU has the absolute murderer's row to finish too. Jesus Christ. Uh, what's the number?
8.5.
8.5. That's so many. Yeah, give me LSU in Death Valley.
Hmm. Um, some of the boys
Uh,
on this next game didn't give a pick, but Max did take.
this is a ad. This is a late ad. Late ad.
Well, Max and John both gave a pick. So
Max
Max took
didn't. Not on
Max.
this one. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
it's
he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, it's at the bottom. Sorry, sorry, sorry,
yeah,
sorry, sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
But he put them out of order. He took BYU to cover the 5.5, and then John took Utah to cover 5.5.
Alex took BYU as well.
Okay, you go first on this one because you're gonna better
I'm
talk.
taking Fafita. You're not gonna get me off Fafita. Um, I've loved this kid for like 2 years now. The kid's a dog. Um, BYU. Who have you even played? Stanford, not a real football team. Portland State, not a real football team.
Oh,
ECU, not a real football team. Colorado, who you only beat by 3 points, not a real football team. West Virginia, who you let score 24 points, not a real football team. Now you got Arizona. In Arizona, it's a night game. Give me Arizona and the Wildcats.
me too. And sorry, guys, earlier I forgot. I said some like this was not the Utah. For some reason, I thought BYU and Utah were playing each other because of the way the guys had put their things in the text message, and we had a late ad. So I'm sorry. Uh,
Guy stinks.
yeah. I also like
Uh,
Arizona. I like Fifi to come to Auburn
also,
next year.
also, here's the thing: if Arizona gets through this, they have Houston, who should be a cakewalk, Colorado, who should be a cakewalk, Kansas, who might be hard, but maybe not.
Mm.
They got to go into Cincinnati. We talked last week about how hard it is to go into Cincinnati, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago now. I don't know. And then Baylor and Arizona State to finish. They get through this, they could have a pretty easy slide all the way up to Arizona State. So I think Arizona, like, if they look at their schedule and think, okay, Big 12 championship, try to get to the playoffs. This is their last stepping stone in my mind.
Yeah, I agree.
Finally, staying in, well, not staying in state, but kind of Arizona State at Utah. Utah minus 5.5 at home. Total 48 and a half. Max is on Arizona State.
Yeah, I can't tell who's bet this game and who hasn't.
John is on Utah. Alex is on Arizona State. So they're split.
I like Arizona State to get a big win, kind of make up for losing to Mississippi State. And I know night game at Utah and they don't lose, and I'm probably regretting it, but that's my
Well,
pick.
fuck, we say they don't lose. They got drug earlier this year, remember?
But it was a day game.
Doesn't like it used to be they just didn't lose.
That's a good point.
Like, who was it that they got absolutely drugged by? It was Tech. It was Texas Tech that drug them out. But like, since after the Texas Tech game, they came back and bounced back against West Virginia, which should be easy to do. Um, but that was a body clock game for them. They still beat the fuck out of them. Utah better than Penn State because they beat UCLA. The fact. Uh, I'm going to stick with Utah. They still have a path. It's a hard path, but it's a path. If they win this week and they win next week, their path is pretty clear to be a one-loss team in the Big 12. Probably play against Texas Tech again in the Big 12 championship. So I will take Utah minus the 5.5, and hopefully I'll be sitting up like smoking a pork shoulder or something.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, baby. I've been using the fuck out of that smoker. Um, and it'll give me a reason to stay up, drink beer, and watch this game.
You ain't kidding, bro. Should be a good one.
Should we go to the best segment of the week?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be really sound really dumb here because I was pretending like I was listening to you. Who'd you pick? Because I was getting my sneak in my lock.
You're
No,
good.
I heard pork shoulder.
Utah.
Okay.
I'm taking Utah. And I just realized we skipped a game. It was a late ad, but we did skip a game.
Who'd you skip?
Michigan USC.
Yeah, see, this is my lock.
Okay. Michigan getting 2.5 points as the ranked team on the road. Shamor Stewart giving USC some bulletin board material today, saying that that it was going to be sold out, and not because USC's playing, but because Michigan's coming to town.
Really?
That's what he said. Words came out of his mouth.
I like USC to cover this. I think they're better than Michigan.
Yeah, I mean Michigan. Obviously, they're only lost to Oklahoma, um, but a 3-point win over Nebraska, only a 14-point win over Wisconsin. They let New Mexico put up 13 or 17 on them. You know, that's just not the best resume in the world versus
Mm.
USC, who smacked Michigan State, smacked Purdue as you should. 2-point loss to Illinois, but I don't think Illinois is really all that bad. Yes, they have that really bad loss. I'm not saying they don't,
I
but
mean, it's more of that they just got their ass kicked. It's not a bad loss. It's just like because normally when you say bad loss, you think, oh, they lost to like Virginia Tech or something like that. They just got their ass kicked by a
they
really
just,
good team.
I wouldn't even say they got their ass kicked. They just lost. I'm gonna take Michigan because Michigan has a pushover schedule. They win here, like they really just gotta get through Ohio State at the end of the year, and we know Ohio State and Ryan Day can't win that football game.
Hmm.
So I will take the late ad Michigan plus 2.5 on the road. Kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
don't did any of the guys give us a pick on that? I think one of them might have.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think they did actually because I think I added this as we were
We'll
doing.
we'll get them to do it at some point. You want to talk about their sneaks and locks?
Um, how about I give out some bullshit?
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
You round up their sneaks and locks because I don't have them rounded up. That way we
I,
don't have to go scrolling through the
I
thread.
got you. Got you.
Um, so Josh's bullshit this week. I already mentioned Missouri State minus the 2.5. That game kicks off here in about 45 minutes, live time, real time. I'm not gonna watch it, but I'll check in on it. And I do have money on it, so let's go. Um, Louisiana Tech at Kennesaw State. This is Thursday night. Kennesaw State getting 5.5 points at home. This game was at 7.5 earlier in the week. Kennesaw State's two quarterbacks that they've been using this year both were like questionable coming out of the bye. They were healthy going into the bye, then questionable coming out of the bye. Rumblings were coming that their freshman phenom quarterback is healthy and is going to play. Louisiana Tech lost probably a top 10 linebacker in the country last week for the season. So, and Kennesaw State has a good running game and should be able to exploit that. So we're going to take Kennesaw State plus 5.5 at home. Wish I would have gotten it when it was 7.5. Speaking of 7.5, we're going to go Jacksonville State minus 7.5 at Sam Houston. Sam Houston's just a bad football team. Been betting against them all year. Made money against them on the first week of the year. We're going to make money against them this week. Sam Houston's bad at football. Take Jacksonville State. They can't stop the run. Jacksonville State runs the ball like motherfuckers. Um, Southern Miss at Georgia Southern. Battle of the Southerns. Georgia Southern's really bad at football. Southern Miss, they're fine. They're not great, but they're a lot better than this Georgia Southern squad. They run the ball like bats out of hell. Georgia Southern also can't stop the run. Take Southern Miss minus 3.5. Deep breath. Air Force at UNLV. UNLV 6.5 point home favorites. It was 5.5. I wish I would have gotten it at 5.5. We're gonna still take it at 6.5. Um, Air Force has had trouble stopping the run this year, and UNLV might have one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just don't use him well. So hopefully they get that figured out. His usage has been ticking up every week. So if they continue with that, and the quarterback continues to not turn the ball over, uh, I think UNLV should be fine winning this by a touchdown. Also, you can look at the total in this game. I don't have it written down, but Air Force has a really good offense this year and a really bad defense, which is not normal for service academies. So this game could easily go over. I think it's in the 60s. Alex, could you find that maybe?
Yeah, Alex, can you find that?
Alex,
What game?
it's 65.5.
Okay.
So maybe look at the over in that. I'm not gonna officially place it, but could be an interesting one. And then San Diego State minus 7.5 at Nevada. Nevada's just really bad at football. Just really bad at football. They did cover against Penn State though. So yeah, that's all my bullshit.
Hell yeah. Uh, so the boys gave us their sneaks and their locks too for college this week, obviously.
Oh wait, I'm gonna give out one more bullshit. Sorry.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
WKU plays on Tuesday next week, which means this is the last podcast before that game.
Yeah,
So
we'll have to
we're
remember to do that. If you want a Tuesday game, you got to do it. Yeah,
yeah.
6 days.
So they are at home against FIU. They're 7.5 point favorites. We're gonna take the 7.5, based purely off vibes, and I love WKU. So now I'm done.
Okay. So real quick, sneaks and locks from the guys that are not here. John, his lock is UCLA plus 10.5 versus Michigan State. Or at, I don't know if that's at or versus, but and his sneak is Jacksonville State to cover 7.5 against Sam Houston State. I like that. Alex, his sneak is Maryland to cover 6.5 against Nebraska. I don't hate that. And I was
Both of those teams are on my do not bet list.
and Iowa State to cover 2.5 because that's what he got it at, I guess, versus Colorado.
Fuck him. It's 3.5. He's
Three and a
getting
half.
three and a
Yeah,
half.
yeah, we're changing that to 3.5, and he'll like complain next week.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Fuck him.
real quick, and then also Max, his lock is Georgia to beat Auburn. I know why he did that. It's actually not a terrible bet, 3.5. And then his sneak is Southern. It's actually tonight, I think, or tomorrow. Southern Miss to cover 2.5 against Georgia Southern.
Southern Miss is tomorrow. So is Jacksonville State.
hmm
Both of those are tomorrow.
I'll give mine out, and then you can go.
Thursday. I guess we should say
Yeah,
Thursday.
my lock of the week is the USC to cover 2.5. I really like that. I think USC covers, and my sneak. I've just been so bad at this, so I'm not worried anymore. I'm taking Ole Miss to cover 31.5 against Washington State at home.
It's a, it's a pick. I don't think it's a bad pick, but it's a pick. It's not a pick I would make, but it's a pick. Josh is gonna take. I had it picked out. We're gonna take Oklahoma plus the 1.5. John Mateer is gonna play this in this football game. We didn't make this show go long enough to be able to get the injury report. Maybe we'll get into NFL,
Well,
but
we'll do a few NFL games that
yeah,
might
we'll
get
get into
there.
the NFL. So maybe at the end of the show we'll know for sure. But I'm gonna lock that up right now without even knowing.
Hmm.
And then I'm gonna sneak that San Diego State number 7.5 against Nevada. Feels good.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, NFL.
Sure.
Dude, I'm sorry. Before you said you didn't have records, do you at least have the sneaks and locks from last week
Uh,
handy? If you don't have them handy, it's fine. We can move on.
I don't because I'm trying to make that I didn't write them down, and normally I just go back and listen to the pod as you all should and get them. Wait, no, I think I have them for college football week 6. You want yours?
Sure.
You
I don't
locked
even remember what I
you
took.
locked Iowa State to beat Cincinnati,
That didn't happen.
and you snuck LSU.
Also didn't
Wait, am I
happen.
looking at the wrong week?
You might be. Iowa State played
Well, LSU
Cincy.
was off last week, weren't they? I think LSU was off. This is stupid.
Iowa State played Cincy last week. So LSU. So
No, was LSU. How did I have you have LSU? This is so bad. LSU
guy
didn't play, but
stinks.
LSU didn't play this week. But
Iowa
last
State did though.
yeah, you did lock Iowa State. Uh,
Yeah, I definitely didn't. I wouldn't have snuck LSU. I snuck LSU against Ole Miss 2 weeks ago.
hmm
I remember doing that.
That sometimes I write them. Yeah, well, Taylor will have his shit together next week. I
Taylor needs
promise.
to figure out the fuck out. Dude. This shit's
Well,
embarrassing.
I didn't put it on the spreadsheet. Normally I do. Sue me.
All right, let's get into the NFL. Fuck it. Thursday night football. Philly at the Giants. Giants 7.5 point dogs at home. Totals 40.5.
Saquon's playing.
Give me that dart. Fuck it. I can't bet the NFL for fuck anyway. Who cares?
I like
Uh,
Philly.
I think that's probably the better pick, to be fair. But who knows? Dallas Goddard's kind of a dog this year, dude. He's winning me a lot of fantasy points.
Yeah, I just put him in my starting lineup.
I'm actively trying to trade him, but nobody will trade for him. So
Hey
Um,
man, we don't want to talk about trades on this podcast.
Cardinals at your Colts,
Love
right?
you,
You're or
Max.
are you a Titans guy?
No, that's Max.
Okay.
I'm the Colts fan. We're wagons this year. Normally we're
Uh,
not.
so you guys are 6.5 point home favorites to the Cardinals.
It's a lot, but I'll ride with Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones as they call him.
Yeah, I mean the Cardinals just like are bad at football, dude. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Hey, by the way, shout out to fuckhead. I can't even remember his name. The Cardinals running back. I lost one of my fantasy league by 5 points. It had you as a running back.
Oh, that's not that bad. You want to know? I will give you the worst beat in fantasy this week. I beat a guy. We all our players played
Pause.
on Thursday and Thursday and Sunday. All our players played Thursday and Sunday. After Sunday night football, in which he had Kincaid, he was a tenth of a point shy of me. He goes complaining in the group chat. I send a spit on meme, as one does.
Oh no.
Right. Wake up the next morning. There's been a point adjustment.
Oh
I've now
God.
lost by a full fucking point.
Oh no.
Don't know how. Don't know who got adjusted.
You did.
Yeah. But name a worse beat. I mean, fuck, dude. I escaped the
Oh my
Dalton.
God.
I
Yeah,
escaped
I no
Kincaid's
longer feel bad.
explosion.
I no longer feel bad about my um are you riding with the Colts this week?
I'll take the Colts this week. I'll fade the Cardinals every chance you give me. This next one I put on there just because of the
Uh,
trade.
Joe Flacco, baby.
Yeah,
As
the
somebody
Bengals at the Packers. Packers 14.5 point favorites. Joe Flacco just beat the Packers 2 weeks ago with a worse set of weapons.
hmm
Probably a better O line though, but worse weapons.
That's a humongous line, man.
Yeah, I'm taking Cincy. I don't think they're gonna win this outright, but I don't think they lose by 2 touchdowns with Joe Poole fucking throwing the ball. Joe
I
Cool, the original.
I'm every time I've ever taken a big line in the NFL for a team to cover, I lose, I think. So, like I did it with Buffalo, Miami a few weeks ago. Just bad idea.
Who are you taking? Who are you taking?
Cincinnati. I'm saying like every time I bet on the other side of this big line, I lose. So give me Cincy to cover. Jamar
40.
Chase,
Oh, God, sorry.
Jamar Chase fantasy owners probably feel good now. I just traded for him in one of my shorter leagues with less players and only like two bench spots. And I had DK Metcalf on a buy, and I basically traded him for Jamar Chase because so it kind of worked out. I don't know. I think my buddy's a little upset about that. I kind of feel bad, but I don't at the same time.
49ers at Tampa. This is a solid three. Just a hard three.
I hate this.
Somehow Kyle Shanahan keeps getting away with it. I don't get it, but Tampa's a wagon. I
Hmm.
think there's a chance Tampa could be the one seed this year coming out of the NFC. So I'm taking Tampa minus the three.
Me too. Always ride Baker.
I love Baker. Fucking love Baker.
Hmm.
Sunday night football, Lions at Chiefs. Chiefs 2.5 point favorites at home. Um, the Chiefs only ever cover when the number is under 2.5
Hmm.
or under 3.5 or under three. Fuck, I don't know. Words are hard. Give me MCDC. Fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah, Lions.
They
Lions.
lost to the Jags. It was funny. I was happy. So was most of America.
That was
Um,
funny. Yes, give me the Lions. Lions are a wagon too.
we are in week 6 of the NFL's calendar, and there's still a doubleheader on Monday night. What the fuck?
And it's absolutely ruins the Sunday afternoon window, by the way.
Yep. Yep.
Because like you have the Tampa 49ers game and you take one of these games out of it. So, like the other like Titans Raiders is in the Sunday afternoon like window and like one other game and then this. Or you could have Bills Falcons in the Sunday night. But no, we're going to do two Monday night games. Come on, man.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, Taylor just mentioned it. Bills out the Falcons. Falcons 4.5 point dogs at home. The Bills have looked rough this year, but
Hmm.
I'm not gonna go with the Falcons who are like rotating quarterbacks because Penix can't figure it out. So I'll take the Bills learning how to play football again
I'm
and winning.
I'm going to ride with the Falcons. I think they
Okay.
have home game. Weird. I don't know if they'll win, but maybe they'll only lose by a field goal.
Yeah. I mean, is Young Hoku still kicking down there, or was he?
No, they kicked him off the
I was
team.
gonna say he got purged, right? They
They kicked him off.
a lot of kickers losing jobs around here.
Yeah, and or if you're a Colts fan, your kicker gets hit in the knee on a kick, and
You guys should bring back Rodrigo,
dude, he missed so many kicks for us.
but he's cool. I just like him
Not
as a
not when he
person.
misses kicks.
Speaking of missing kicks, the Bears at the Commies. Commies 4.5 point home favorites. The Bears brought in Jake Moody to
I saw
compete
this.
with Cairo a couple weeks ago. Then Cairo comes back and hits 4 field goals against Vegas and probably cements his spot on the team for the year. I don't have a problem with kicking competitions. I just don't like Cairo. I don't like having a kicker that's not dead nuts from 60 when literally every other kicker in
Everybody.
the league is.
Hmm.
I mean, it's just a blatant disadvantage and we need to figure it out in the offseason. But
Hmm.
yeah, the Hail Mary rematch game
Oh yeah,
with Tyreek being like the probably the best player on our defense right now. Our
yeah.
defense is going to be healthy for the first time all year. That's
Hmm.
cool. We're going to get TJ Edwards back. We're getting Kyler Gordon back. Um, I know DA is really excited about having Kyler Gordon back. He thinks Kyler Gordon's going to unlock his defense, which I think he could. Kyler Gordon's a fucking freak of nature. 2 new starting tackles this week for the Bears. Kind of scary. Um, I mean, I'm not going to not take the fucking Bears.
Right.
So we had that game in hand.
You did,
It
buddy.
was the beginning of the downfall.
Yeah.
That game last year. It was the first of a 10 game losing streak. Is what got Eberflus fired.
Hmm.
I think the Bears are gonna have something to prove, and I think they're gonna fucking prove it. I think Tyreek is gonna clamp the fuck out of Debo
Okay.
because he has to just
Right.
to redeem himself. He has to.
I'm riding with the Commanders. They looked good last weekend.
It's fine. I understand it. And Bill's probably gonna go for 1 million fucking yards.
Mm-hmm. And Jaden Daniels is still like hasn't had that big breakout game that I mean, he's had good games, don't get me wrong, but he hasn't had like that big breakout game as a top 5 quarterback or top 10 quarterback that I think he might be this
That's
week.
it's what happens with all of Cliff Kingsbury's quarterbacks.
Yeah,
Like
they
actually,
they just turn
the first year they look
average.
great, the second year they're average, the third year they're below average because the league has figured out
Mm,
what Kingsbury is doing with them. Like
yeah,
I also
I wish
like
they'd stop scoring
he also
touchdowns in the
just
red zone by running the ball.
he can't stay healthy. Um, you know,
Yeah,
Jaden Daniels can't stay healthy.
it's a fair criticism.
Um, I think he might. I think he's probably a better arm talent than Caleb. He's definitely a better runner than Caleb. Well, I'm gonna take that back. I don't think he has better arm talent than Caleb. I think he's a much better runner than Caleb. Um, People that look at quarterbacks for a living and look at tape for a living, there were saying that they were giving him like 2 option 3 at the absolute max reads last year,
Hmm.
which is probably one reason why he looked so good because he didn't have to process as much. It was boom, boom, okay, run the ball. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not trying to take anything away from him for doing that. Um, but I think Caleb's matured a lot this year under Ben Johnson. So all I'm saying is
Yeah, fair.
jury's not out over here. Maybe it's out across the
Hey,
league. It's not out
brother,
over here.
I hope your Bears win, but it's a blowout, so Jaden scores some garbage time touchdowns. That's all I need. I don't know. I'm not a Commanders fan.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I think that's it, man. We're gonna come about 5 minutes short of this injury report coming out, but that's fine. Because I got nothing else for you.
I'm riding even if he's not playing, but I think he's playing.
I think he's playing.
So
Everything's coming out saying that Mateer's playing. So,
yeah,
all right, that's been another episode of what the fuck do we call this?
the weekend's over.
Weekends. The only thing in my
Awesome,
head was
awesome, awesome marketing.
lunchtime lines. The only thing in my head was lunchtime lines. Like
We're
this is
down the
lunchtime.
lunchtime lines,
Yeah,
guys.
but that's been another episode of the Weekends Over podcast.
Maybe we'll
So
have more than 2 people next week. We
possibly
should.
some are saying.
We will.
Good luck, everybody.
Yep.